So 11 years ago, I was in like seventh grade when I had first got to this school. This was my third school in a matter of 2 years. So as soon as I made friends, like I had to go to another school. As soon as I made a friends there, I had to go to another school. So this is my third school in 2 years. And at this point, like I'm already kind of stressed out. Like I'm in sixth, seventh grade. So like this is I feel like a very pivotal period for me. And everything started right here. Like the way I saw myself changed so much between sixth and seventh grade. So it was literally like my first day at this school. It was like my first or second day. I literally don't remember, but we was at lunchtime and it was recess. So after you finish eating, they give us some time to eat. You go out to recess. So I was sitting with these people that I had met that same day at that lunch table. So that same day, we go outside for recess. One of the guys, I'm kind of just walking around by myself, and one of the guys that I was sitting at the table with, he kind of come over to me. He looked like a cool kid, so I'm just like, okay, cool. Like this might be my crowd, type of people that I like to kick it with. So he comes over to me. He's like, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? How you feeling? All this and that. Kind of do a little bit of small talking. And he's like, as he's talking to me, like 3-4 of his boys pull up, and we kind of just like a little circle, cool little huddle. So I'm thinking like, okay, cool. These guys, they trying to be cool, they trying to be friendly and all that. So they asked me, they're like, yo, what you think about that girl over there? And they pointed to this girl, like I can't even really see her face. She's like dummy far, but I see she's kind of like looking over here to kind of like see what, you know what I'm saying, kind of what's going on or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. She's not really like my type. Right? Because it's my first day. I have no idea, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. I'm just like, whatever. It's like, yeah, she's not my type. And he's like, oh, really? Why you say that, bro? And at this point, like I said, I'm trying to fit in. I'm trying to be accepted. I'm trying to be cool. And I can't see her face. Like I could barely even see what this girl looked like, right? And so trying to be cool, what I said was, nah, her ass is too flat. Stupid, I know. But that's the only thing that went through my head, trying to be accepted, right? That was my only intention with that. It was to fit in, to be accepted. So with that being said, they kind of start like, yo, what? No way. Cause like later on, right, I realized like this is like one of the cool girls or whatever. Like she's like one of the most popular girls in school or whatnot. So they end up running away. Like they kind of like run over to her. They're like chicks. They're like little chicks chasing like mommy chicken. And it was like my heart kind of just like dropped to my stomach because I don't know what to expect, right? Like I just flamed this girl for absolutely no reason, and now like there's a bunch of dudes just running up to her. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what's gonna happen, but at that moment I knew this could go pretty wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like my first day, like this is gonna be like my first. So all these thoughts are going through my head, like damn, bro, like first day and I'm gonna be hated, you know what I'm saying, just because I was trying to be accepted, right? So they're running over there. I see them talking and kind of pointing, looking back at me, and I'm sitting there by myself at this point. I'm like, fuck it, it is what it is. And eventually, they kind of just call me over, like, yo, bro, come up, pull up over here. And like literally, like I just see like everybody over there, like in that huddle, kind of just like looking at me as I'm walking. And again, I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to pretend like nonchalant, whatever, it is what it is. And I'm just walking over. And as I walk over, I'm starting to see a lot more people like come in the huddle. Like people are like calling everyone over. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Mind you, this walk feels like fucking forever. It feels like it took so long for me to get there just because of how much movement was going wrong and all these thoughts that were going through my head. So I get over there. And this girl starts flaming my shit. Like, I ain't even realize what was going on. She just started flaming my shit. There's a whole bunch of people like just like kind of surrounded around us. Like the whole 7th, 8th grade, like is just out there with us. And everyone's kind of just looking or whatnot. Like I said, she was the most popular girl in school at that time. So I'm the new kid. I don't have no friends. Ain't nobody on my side, nothing. So I walk over there and she's flaming my shit. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And at this point, I'm turning red. Like my cheeks is all like red. Like I don't even know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm flabbergasted for real. Like, how did I even get here? So she end up start rapping. Like I swear this felt like some 8 Mile thing. Like she starts rapping, like freestyling, just flaming me in a freestyle. And before I could even realize what was going on, she said, "You call those nose holes, I call those bullet holes." And as you can imagine, like the fucking crowd went crazy. Like, and I'm in my head, I'm like, is this what the fuck they do at this school? Like rap battles? And like it was like out of some movie shit. I don't know. But she rap battled me and said I have nose holes, nostrils that look like bullet holes. And this was never an insecurity of mine. Like I've never looked at my nose holes and thought they were big. But because this girl flamed me and everyone went crazy, mind you, in that very moment, I was embarrassed as fuck. It was my first day at this school and I just got dissed by a girl in a rap battle. And and the whole school went crazy. The whole 7th grade just went nuts. So in my head, that was like the first piece of real insecurity, the first piece of real trauma that I had when it came around, you know what I'm saying, my looks, judgment. You know, before that, I was just like a willy-nilly kid. I was just do what I want to do, didn't really care. But it was at that moment that I realized like, wow, like people are really kind of fucked up. And so that strung on to me so bad. Like after that moment, like I was very cautious of who I made friends with. I was very cautious of what I said, you know what I'm saying, in certain scenarios. I started to overthink so much about what was going on. Like, what are the outcomes of this? What are the outcomes of that? Like, what if I do this wrong? And eventually it just led to me being a very quiet, shy kid. And I wasn't like that before. And now looking back at it, that was a very pivotal moment in my life because for the next 5-6 years, I never learned how to get that back, right? Like I never learned how to actually not care what people think. And I held on to how people felt more than getting the message across that I had to get out. So now that I create content, now that I'm creating content, I got hundreds of thousands of followers, all these things, the way that I was able to get over that fear of judgment, getting over that fear of chasing validation, is just realizing that you're just a mirror of other people's insecurities. You know, your insecurities do not come from you, right? So like, if you are scared of being judged, you should probably stop judging other people. Because all you've done is mirror your insecurities onto other people. Right? Most of our insecurities don't come from us. They come from other people who've had their own experiences, right? So when you stop judging people, that gives you room to be merciful, for you to not think that people look at you that way. You kind of just cut that entire perspective of the world off if you just change yourself. One of the things I also learned was when you are truly yourself, you will be accepted by those who are real. People who are real can see real. But if you are hiding behind this lie, trying to fit in, you will never truly be accepted and you will never feel truly accepted because you never accepted yourself. You were always hiding your true self from just to be accepted by the people who you don't even really care to be around. So now that I'm on social media, now that I learned these lessons, I was able to realize that it really doesn't matter. My perspective changed. So once I stopped judging people, for example, I said her ass was flat, for whatever the case may be, just trying to be cool, trying to fit in, I realized nobody gives a fuck. When you go up to to present something, you know what I'm saying, in school, and you're in front of the class, think about what you think about when someone is presenting. Me personally, I never really cared. So that allowed for me to, when I went to go present, I didn't care. I realized nobody cared. Nobody was paying attention, to be honest. Everyone knows that everyone is just starting anyway and that it's not going to be perfect. So now at this point in my life, I've learned to speak things boldly, you know, with good intention, of course. Because if the intention is good, then the delivery will be good as well, right? So regardless of how people could take something, if you say it with the intention of it coming off as like helping them, it will come off that way. And I'm in front of the camera all the time now. Like when I'm at work and I'm recording myself and I'm doing these videos and I'm posting them, or I'm on my stories and I'm posting them, or I'm in front of my students on Zoom calls and stuff like that, helping them out. I'm in front of a camera a lot nowadays. And really what I've learned is that people don't really care. Like the version of myself that was so fearful was someone who thought that everyone was against him. It was someone who was so scared of other people criticizing him that he never was able to truly be himself. So if I'm able to give you guys anything, it is literally just to be yourself. Like, have fun with who you are. Have fun with the person that God made you to be, because he's the only one that where it really matters, you know what I'm saying, what he thinks. This world cannot validate you. You will never truly feel validated if you're doing things for this world's attention, because things change. People's decisions change like this. What's trendy changes like this. But God is the same always. So trust that the person that he made you to be is exactly who you should be. There's more than enough people in this world for you to be like every single other person. Brando Blends here. I hope that blessed you. See you later.